I work alone every single day, but this one conversation changed everything. So most of my days are spent here, this warehouse, these walls, grinding, growing, scaling. But last week, one conversation reminded me something which is super important, more important than cash flow, KPIs, and SOPs. It reminded me why people matter. It reminded me that success without connection is flat, and that I've spent so long chasing growth that I forgot what fuels it. Let me tell you the full story, because if you're building in silence like I was, then this might just save your sanity. Let's be honest, building a business is lonely, and it has to be sometimes. Not everyone's gonna understand the vision, and not everybody's gonna come with you. I wake up early, train, do my mindset work, read, then I'm straight into it, planning, do my deep work sessions, having meetings and tracking numbers. Warehouse, laptop, silence. Even with a team, it's isolating because I'm upstairs doing all the laptop shit, and they're downstairs doing all the packing together. And I am the only one that truly carries the vision. Some of them may believe in it, yes, but I am the only one that truly believes in it deep down. I deal with all the pressure. I suffer from the mental load which nobody else sees. I'm always focusing, always thinking about business, even when I'm in bed trying to sleep. And for a while that's fine, but it does build up quietly. Somewhere along the way, I stopped making time for real connection. Not surface level conversations though, I mean real conversations, deep chats about life, purpose, faith. So what started as a dedication actually turned into an isolation. So last week I decided to link up with a couple of mates. A proper sit down, no phones and no distractions. We went to this shisha bar, we sat down and we talked for hours. And I have to say it was completely refreshing, and I'm going to get into a little bit of what we talked about now. Now, we didn't just talk about money and business, although we did talk about that a lot. We talked about many other things as well. We went deep into things which I haven't really spoke about before, or at least very minimally. We spoke about mindset, manifestation, ego, purpose, faith, beliefs, and religious stuff. And it was like oxygen to my brain. A part of me that had been asleep had literally just been woken up. Now, before this conversation, there was a business angle which I was trying to take and which I'd been working on for a while. I'd made some money in before, but I'd just always struggled with it. But it's something I know I have potential in, and I know I can help other people with. And I was about to give up on it, but after this conversation, I came back with so many ideas, so much belief in my self-image had almost changed. And just 2 days later, I had a meeting and I made £2,000 in profit in one single day. So that very thing, I just made £2,000 in one single day, and I was over the moon. And since then, I may also be making another £2,000 in some time in the future, probably within the next 7 to 14 days. Now, that profit didn't come from a new tool, not a better ad, not a better supplier, not a better price. It came from connection and belief, a real soul level conversation that lit a fire within me. You don't realize how heavy this game gets until someone helps you breathe again. That's why your network is your net worth isn't just a quote. It's a belief system, and it's also a strategy. When I first started Amazon, I linked up with a couple of sellers online, and to begin with, we weren't mates at first. We were just two people trying to figure it out together. But over time, they became mirrors. We started to become friends who pushed each other further. Friends who gave each other new ideas. And that's the thing, your network shouldn't just inspire you. It should challenge you, sharpen your thinking, spot your blind spots, and ask you very hard questions. That's how I avoided burnout a couple of times, but I have been deep into burnout before as well. I've been on both ends of the stick. But that is ultimately how I've built resilience, through people. Here's the truth that nobody wants to say. You can be successful but still feel completely alone. You can have money but still feel misunderstood. You can hit new records and go to bed empty. I've done this before. I've had six-figure months where I felt on top of the world. Others where I didn't feel like celebrating. I was completely miserable. All because I had nobody to share it with. And look, I love the grind, I love building, but this last week reminded me I don't just want the money. I want depth, alignment, brotherhood, not just teammates, not just employees, but people that I can sit with and say, I don't know what to do here. People that will not judge but push. If you're watching this and you're on that solo path, look, I respect it massively, but don't stay there. Here's what I'd do if I had to rebuild my network from scratch. I would be intentional and I wouldn't be waiting for the right group. I would just create it. Maybe start posting on social media like I'm doing. Next, I'd be reaching out to people online on social media groups like Instagram, other Amazon sellers if you're in the Amazon space or e-com space. DM 10, I'm sure one will respond. Next, I'd be real. Talk about more than just business, talk about values, life, hobbies, because ultimately if someone messages me and they're all just trying to find out bits of information, tips and tricks, I'm not really that bothered. If somebody pops up to me with some of my interests and then they ask me about it, I'm more inclined to give them that reply, and I feel a lot more energized to give them that reply. I've already sort of mentioned it, but arrange a networking event, a meeting, even just a small group chat or a dinner and things like this. And finally, always audit your circle, because at the end of the day, if you're not getting pushed, if you're not getting asked hard questions, then you're in the wrong room and you need to find new people to start hanging around with. The biggest mental unlocks don't come from solitude. They come from reflection, often triggered by the right person saying the right thing at the right time. So yeah, I work alone a lot, but this week reminded me of something that I won't really forget. Money builds the business and people build you. That 2K day didn't really come from hustle. It came from honesty, clarity, alignment and belief in myself. And that only came from one dinner with my friends. So make the effort, have deep conversations, ask better questions and let other people into your world. Because your biggest breakthrough might not come from one strategy. It might come from a conversation or a potential new business partnership with somebody else. If this video hits you, let me know in the comments. Who's the one person that you are going to message this week? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be somebody else? Who makes you better just by talking to them? What I want you to do now is like this video, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. And remember, your network is your net worth. Don't forget that. If you want help growing your Amazon FBA business, let me know down below in the comments. Click the link down below, book in a call with me, and we'll see what we can do to help you. That's it. Peace out.